Hey everyone, this is Kapp and you're watching the Wizards District Gaming Deep Dive. Alright. I'm gonna guess that's me as a baby. I don't know how old I was there, but the glove and the bat look good with me. Yeah, I think everyone in my family, so my dad is like a big basketball guy, but my mom's whole side of the family is all like big time baseball players. You know, her brother played Division I baseball at Brooklyn College, and then her brother-in-law played Division I baseball at Columbia, and then her sister played at softball at Adelphi. So it's like a lot of baseball and softball in our family. So yeah, definitely born into baseball. I'd say would be like the family sport. Oh man. So this picture's it's you know, I was a big Power Ranger guy when I was younger, and the Red Ranger was my favorite, and that's my little cousin. Well, actually, yeah, we're like the same age, but that's my cousin Nick next to me in a Spider-Man costume. So those were like our favorite characters growing up, and me and him used to always fight over like who's gonna be the Red Ranger, and the Power Ranger costume that I'm actually wearing is from it was from this one called Mystic Force, and yeah, I'm a big Red Ranger guy.
What makes you the Red Ranger?
I like the Red Ranger because he was always like the leader, and he would fight like the hardest battles, and he would always have like the coolest story in my opinion. So like it was always like a no-brainer for me. Me and my cousin, I think we rewatched I'd say 3-4 years ago. We probably rewatched the series, the Mystic Force series, and I think SPD, because we were just like, why'd we love it so much? And we just like locked in and like, oh, I understand why we like this. This is a good show. Like, so we're like two like 13, 14-year-olds just sitting in my basement watching Power Rangers. Mom's like, what are you doing? Like,
So it holds up.
yeah, big Power Ranger people. Oh, so yeah, this is actually pretty recent. This is me and my whole family in Aruba. As you can see, we got all our nice tans going. My siblings and my mom, I said, had to be my biggest supporters throughout. My dad, had a hard time with what this was. He's very old school, and he was always big on like, go be a professional baseball player, and if you're not going to do that, then you should be somewhere in the health field. That's very how his like mindset was. He's a blue-collar guy, he's a hardworking guy. Now he's my biggest fan. He calls me every day. It's almost to the point where I have to put my phone down. I'm like, leave me alone, guy. I'm trying to work here. So, okay, so this is me and my high school team. This is my senior year. I miss it. I was my first love. I grew up in a baseball family, but my first love was ever basketball. And my freshman year, if you look at my numbers, I was the typical shooter on the court who couldn't play defense, slow, and I would just shoot the ball. By my senior year, I was getting 30 points per game. I finished all state third team. I won this like big time like Wingate Award, so I definitely came a long way. And this is a picture where it's like it's just me holding the ball, but and what I see is like it shaped me into helping me get here and like kind of being a professional gamer. So I'm very thankful for that opportunity. When I went to college my freshman year, it was only baseball because I went to college to play college baseball, and it was more or less like I didn't know how to be without basketball. So then COVID happened, so now I don't have basketball or baseball. I started playing 2K, quite in the same like time frame. And it kind of just like clicked in for me that it was like, all right, this is like something I can see myself doing, and I feel like I can compete on top of like being a floor general / like coach at the same time, because I'm a point guard, so my position is very like, I get to be a on-court coach, which is like everything that I kind of been like working towards, I guess. So it pretty much puts everything, all my experiences onto the virtual court, even though, obviously we all want to be on the real hardwood. This is another way of me showing it at the professional level. Next slide.
Yeah, next slide.
Oh, okay. So, this is a good time. So this was my junior year of high school. So in public school in New York, what they do is they have this big tournament that takes place in Chicago, and what they do is they they select the top 16 juniors in baseball, at their position, and they go play in this big tournament in Chicago. I think I started playing when I was 5, 6, and I bounced around a lot, and I played Division I college baseball, but I was terrible. I used to be horrible. It didn't click until my sophomore year of high school, and that's kind of when I got good. My freshman year, I give you, one of my stats were like, my freshman year I had 40 at-bats, and I strike out 20 times, which is terrible. It's really bad. What kind of flipped the script for me was, so it's around the corner for me was this barbershop. It's called Platinum, and there's this one guy, who cuts hair. His name is Charlie Vargas, and he actually trained former Yankee pitcher. I don't know where he's at now, but he played for the Mets too, Dellin Betances. I actually started working out with him and training with him, and that's kind of like when when the script flipped for me, because he'd be cutting hair and I would be sitting there, I'd be sitting there while he's cutting hair with like bands and like doing all these drills, and everyone be sitting there like laughing, like, I like this, they getting their haircut and they're watching me like work out and like, oh, this kid's grinding, like, we love to see this. So it definitely like a little awkward, but it's like, I guess it's one of the more New Yorker things you probably see if you're getting a haircut. It's a kid working out his baseball dream, so definitely funny. Oh, so, all right, so this was pretty recent. This was, at this point in my 2K career, I was with the Magic Gaming, and this picture was when my little brother won his high school championship. And this is when I really got big into coaching. I was really good at coaching, and I started joining men's leagues, and I was trying to do anything I can. And coaching was like a chess match. It's a match where you can only give your input and insight, and your kids and the players have to execute. Just like knowing how to outsmart, outthink, and just use your brain, I feel like it's such an advantage. I always take pride in like IQ, and I think that was like a big reason why I got into this league, was because I take pride in that stuff. So just kind of be able to like use baseball to translate into everything is super important. I think a lot of people take it for granted. Sports is one thing, but being able to dig deeper than a sport and use it like in your real life experience, that's when you're at your peak. All right. Yeah, so this is my 21st birthday. That crazy hat everyone wears on their birthdays. So they take a picture with that hat. My mom, usually decorates the house. She usually makes a cake, or she gets this. In this picture was like this little cupcake shop it's in Bay Ridge that we all really like. So my 21st birthday, I did have a baseball game. I played in like this men's league with all my friends, and it was like the playoff time. So it was more or less like, I didn't have a typical 21, going out, party, birthday, have your drinks for the first time. It was very like my type of 21st birthday. I played baseball. I'm pretty sure I hit really good. I batted like 4 for 4. I closed out the game, and then I'm big on. I don't need to go out and like party. I like just kind of like being within my family and like doing our own little thing. That's enough for me. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope you enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about me. And I'll catch you guys later.